We don't know much about Vivian Maier. We know that she worked as a nanny for families on the North Shore from the mid-1950s into the 90s. She was kind of a loner. She spoke with a French accent. She had strong opinions about movies and politics. And on her day off, she always carried a camera. In 2007, John Maloof was a 26-year-old real estate agent. He was working on a book about his Northwest Side neighborhood, and one day at an auction there were items from a repossessed storage locker, including a box filled with negatives.
I saw some of Marina Towers and I thought it was Chicago, so I said, maybe we can use some of this for the book.
John bought that box for $400. There were 30,000 negatives inside. When he started scanning them, he didn't find anything for his book. But what he found took his breath away. John also found self-portraits of the photographer. Who was this woman? He couldn't find her name anywhere in the boxes. John says that when he finally found Vivian Maier's name in one of the boxes in 2009, a Google search turned up just one thing, an obituary from a few days earlier. That led him to a family she had worked for, and then another. And finally, a biography began to emerge. Vivian Maier was born in New York in 1926 and lived in both France and New York growing up. By her mid-20s, she was living permanently in the U.S. She lived with one family as a nanny in Highland Park for 16 years. The children she cared for have been quoted as saying she was like Mary Poppins to them, eccentric, delightful, taking them on great adventures. A later employer paints a more complex picture.
Very strong, very determined, don't intervene in my space kind of attitude.